Welcome to Osaka and the third and final day of competition at this year's Osaka Grand Slam. Osaka is Japan's third biggest city and a port city that historically was the merchant capital of Japan. In contrast to Tokyo, Osaka is often referred to as having a more relaxed mood than the business mood of Tokyo. Our business today is this, the latest leg of the IJF Judo World Tour. And we're going to begin this final block with the first of the bronze medal contests in the under 78 kilo category. This features Wada Rinoko of Japan. She'll be up against Izumu Mao of Japan. It'll be Wada in the white judogi and Izumi in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Vladimir Nutsubidze of Georgia. And with commentary on this and all this afternoon's medal matches, it's a very warm welcome to world and Olympic medalist Annette Böhm. Good afternoon, Annette.
Sheldon van Grooks, good afternoon. It's a pleasure to be here. The third and last day here. We had plenty of judo action. I really enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward this last day and this final block here. Category under 78 kilo category, where 26 athletes were competing today. So in this bronze medal contest, we're gonna have Izumi Mao and Wada Rinoko, an all Japanese bronze medal contest. And when you think about that, Wada Rinoko is just 20 years young throughout the number one seed here. Myra Agia, double world champion.
That was a terrific result, wasn't it?
Absolutely. But then just couldn't go through until the final because there was a French woman, Fanieste Posvit, who won against her. So she went into the repechage and now still got chances to get on the podium for a bronze medal if she wins that one against Izumi.
Yeah, it's a little bit odd that we're kicking off with an all-Japan matchup in this bronze medal contest when today I think that of the 3 days this has been much more even with a better showing from the foreign representatives. Japan have pretty much had the whole of the 2 days much to themselves. Today's been a lot more even, I think.
Yeah. Two times junior world champion Wada is, last year and this year. Incredible. But the most important thing is how successful they are at senior level. So this is just a good step, a good point, what they reached at junior level. The thing is how successful they are when it comes to senior level, especially when you got such strong rivals in your own category.
Yeah, a good example of that is someone that the International Judo Federation media director and myself bumped into during the break. We bumped into Yamamoto Anzu, who really fits that bill, someone who was absolutely super as a junior but hasn't quite had the same kind of success in the senior ranks, not least of all because the competition here is so stiff.
Yep. Turned her, countered her. Sorry, the score for Izumi. There you can see replay with almost 2.5 minutes to come. Izumi won the Grand Slam in Ekaterinburg this year. Grand Slam win already, but not the same than the Grand Slam Osaka gold medal. For sure.
I like Izumi's stature for this weight category as well.
Yes.
Tall, leggy.
Yeah.
Just the right shape for this weight category, I think. We were talking about Anna Maria Wagner, the same kind of stature.
Just a little bit taller, right?
Yeah. Madeleine Malonga, who's the current world champion. Husha Steenhurst, the Dutch fighter who didn't quite make it into the medal round. Wasn't quite there for the tip, was it?
Close to the edge there. Who's stronger there with her hip? Yeah, Izumi tried in the end to counter Wada's attack. But she landed on her front side, so no score. We're on the last minute now. Single penalty now for Izumi, and still the lead for her. Oji. Ken moving, just this hopping. Left against right is always very open, so they are close, always next to each other, not really in front. You must change a little bit the position to get in front of your opponent.
Izumi hasn't sat back either. You know, she's been putting in some attacks here, and that last Uchimata Ojigari effort there on the mat edge was enough just to make sure that she's not going to get penalised for passivity.
Mm-hmm.
May get penalised for a false attack, but with 3 seconds left to go, it's not going to matter now.
So it is Izumi Mao who wins bronze in the under 78 kilo category, the first bronze medal.
Reminds me a little bit of Ogata, just, you know, face-wise, just a bit similar look. Ogata may have just been a little bit shorter, but tough, you know, hard, well-prepared character. But she's softly spoken as well, you know, because they look tough, but when you go and talk to them, they're always softly spoken.
Congratulations, second medal in a Grand Slam, Izumi Mao, Japan. The highlights.
We come now to the second of the bronze medal contests. Audrey Chermio of France goes up against teammate Fanny Estelle Posvit. It'll be Chermio in the white judogi, Posvit in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Nedim Beyat of Turkey.
So we just have seen an all Japanese contest, and now we have an all French contest between both of them. The experienced Audrey Chermio up against her teammate Fanny Estelle Posvit. She lost her semi-final against Umeki Mami. Here she is.
Yeah, I think the same term could be applied to Fanny Estelle Posvit, you know, experience.
Yep.
As far as success is concerned, well,
Exactly.
then Audrey Chermio has had a greater degree of success. She's been in the under 78 kilo category, you know, pretty much throughout her career, whereas Fanny Estelle Posvit, for most of her career, was in the weight category below at under 70 kilos, and only, you know, at the back end of her career moved up to compete at under 78, and she's had, you know, a little bit of success in doing that. Actually,
and she feels good
Yeah.
in this weight category.
Chance for a bronze medal here.
Chomeo lost her pool final against Hamada Shori. Then won in the rapid charge contest against Steenhuis, against Guusje Steenhuis of the Netherlands. We had that yesterday where the two German in the under 70 kilo were fighting against each other in the bronze medal contest. Yep, that happens. Today, only one of them.
Chomeo was who picked up the penalty
Yep.
for the gripping infringement. She had the dominant grip and just pushed that down. Didn't do anything with it. Not unlike she's doing now. You know, she's killed that right hand of Posvit. Both fighters pick up penalties. Chomeo is letting this slip here, and she was just about to engage without the gi being done up, and the referee had to stop her and tell her to do the gi up. You don't get a second warning. That was it. So she's now on the edge here. If he has to tell her to do it again, that's a Shido.
Yeah.
Every exchange that they've had, Chomeo has had the stronger, more dominant grip. This happened in a previous contest with Posvit, where Posvit ended up being slightly overawed by her opponent. I think it was in the semi-final, wasn't it? Who did she lose to in the semi-final? She lost to Umeki Mami, who in the end just kind of overpowered her.
Yes.
Just kind of crumbled in the end, and just had the feeling that she'd given up the ghost a little bit and thought, well, you know,
Yep.
don't really need this. Whereas Umeki, you know, it was written all over her face, I absolutely need to be in this final. Again, the dominant grip here kills that right sleeve of Posvit. Posvit hasn't even got a grip there. She isn't able to because of the way that Chomeo is controlling that.
Oh, the outside attack seemed dangerous. And still,
Oh,
wow.
absolutely fantastic. Terrific work there from
Absolutely,
Posvit.
yes.
Came from nowhere.
Yeah,
Really under pressure and came up with a big score.
absolutely underneath.
Yeah, got underneath her. Got the right leg hooked in as well.
Yeah.
And over went Chomeo. Chomeo just didn't appear to be aware of any danger.
Nobody expected that because it looked like she had no control. Because Chomeo seemed to have everything under control with her grip. And then this attack from Fanny Estelle Posvit. That was great.
Well, there's a very small bit of compensation here for Chomeo, and that is that it doesn't really, it doesn't really mean anything to Chomeo. Whether she'd defeated Fanny Estelle Posvit or not wasn't going to be the be-all and end. She was asleep here, Chomeo, to be honest. Completely unaware of any danger.
Yeah.
Unusual execution as well.
Yes.
Posvit using one side of the gi there, unusually. Right, we come now to the final of the under 78 kilo category. Umeki Mami of Japan faces Hamada Shori of Japan. They are both former world champions. It'll be Umeki in the white judogi, Hamada in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Raul Camacho of Spain. There's a nice one for you, Annette Berm.
Yep, the road to the final.
Referee from Spain, Mr. Raul Camacho.
And we mentioned already that Umeki Mami bet in the semi-final the French fighter Fanias Telpo-Sweet and Hamada Shori, and the pool final defeated Audrey Choi-Meo. Hamada Shori seated today here as number 2.
Last year's world champion. Yep.
Yeah.
2015 world champion.
And then Umeki Mami, the world champion from 2015. There wasn't one in 16 because that was the Olympic Games. That weight category in 2016 at the Olympic Games was won by Kayla Harrison, double Olympic champion from the United States of America. And the Japanese won it back in 2018 with Hamada Shori, and then this year the current world champion is from France, Madeleine Malonga. She's not competing here. Yeah, they may have gone head to head more domestically, but as far as the international head to head is concerned, how does that match up, Annette?
So they met 3 times so far. Last time was at the Grand Slam a year ago at the semi-final, and it was Umeki Mami who won by Ippon in the semi-final. And last year at the Grand Slam in Paris, it was Hamada Shori who won for bronze, and quite a few years before in a final in Oberwart at the European Judo Open. And there Umeki won, so it's 2-1 so far for Umeki.
Good score.
Yeah.
From Hamada Shori. Yeah, that one in Overvaart sounds like a small thing and may not have been important, but I think the date was important there, because that was in 2015. So, they wanted to know who it was that was going to go in that weight to the games. Everybody was chasing that particular prize, so it would have been quite important as a head-to-head.
Some good work here on the ground. Half the contest is gone. Hamada leading by Vasari. Right-sided, countered easily and beautiful from Umeki. Wow. No chance to escape here for Hamada. Hope that she didn't injure. There was just no way to escape from that situation. Mickey Mami.
Well, Umeki Mami knows just how important that win here
Yeah.
in Osaka at the Grand Slam is. There's only one thing that each of the Japanese fighters competing here wants, and that's to secure a place as the representative for Japan at next summer's Olympic Games. And this goes a long way to doing that for Umeki Mami, defeating one of the biggest rivals, Hamada Shori.
You can see the highlights of this final on the screen. Gold medal for Umeki Mami, Japan.
Right, coming up next, the first of the bronze medal contests in the under 90 kilo category. Mukai Shoichiro of Japan faces Nagasawa Kenta of Japan. It'll be Mukai in the white judogi, Nagasawa in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Lubomir Peter of Australia.
And Mukai. So he can't defend his title. Last year he won the Grand Slam Osaka, but still he will be on the podium. So he takes the bronze medal.
Nagasawa Kenta was unable to compete. Mukai Shoichiro came out to take the formal bow and the first of the bronze medals in the under 90 kilo category. There are no highlights from that one, of course.
Yeah.
We'll move quickly on then to the second of the bronze medal contests. Mamadali Mediev of Azerbaijan goes up against Gwak Donghan of the Republic of Korea. It'll be Mediev in the white judogi, Gwak in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Olivier Deros of France.
Referee from France, Mr. Olivier Deros. Dear spectators, please welcome judoka in blue judogi representing Republic of Korea, Hankook. Rio Olympic Games
Gwak Donghan, the Korean.
champion, Gwak Donghan.
Olympic bronze medalist. He was seated here as number 4. Lost his semi-final against the Uzbek fighter Davlat Bobonov. He's up against the Azeri Mamadali Mediev, who lost his pool final in Pool D against the so strong Georgian Beka Vinyashvili. Mediev then won his repertoire contest against Kukolje, and now in the place against the Serbian Alexander Kukolje, and now in the place here have chances for a bronze medal. Last fight for both of them. 42 athletes today were competing in this category. The number 1 seed today, Noel van der End, the current world champion an early ending for him so far, out in the second round, or in the third round. Definitely unexpected. Lost against the Uzbek fighter, whom we're gonna see in the final. But okay, then we're gonna have a former world champion with Kwak Donghang. He became world champion in 2015. I mean, it's quite a few years ago, but still, he won a gold medal. So both now already penalized. Tries. 2 Judos on both sides, and we've still got more than half the contest to go. No score yet, but already 4 penalties, 4 at all on the scoreboard. So no more mistake is allowed now, because the third penalty, it doesn't matter on which side, would mean the win for the opponent. Cross grip, yeah, you have to attack when you don't include the head. So he broke up at the right timing. So we are now already in the last minute. Who will be next to Mukai? It's either Kwak or Mediev. Uchigare left-sided attempt here from Mediev. Oh, directly, he jumped into that left-sided Ochigari. Kwak must increase a little bit the numbers of attack. Oh, golden score. And I hope that will be a decision of a technique, not of another penalty.
Some fighters just seem to get involved in, the Judo game, don't they? Mediev strikes me as being one of those. A very, very difficult man to throw. Slightly awkward because he's very tall for the weight category.
Absolutely, yes.
And just, always seems to get in some kind of battle.
Wow, just really get underneath him. Just used it, that he's a little bit shorter. Got underneath him and threw him. He took his time, at least 4 minutes and 40 seconds.
It's a nice finish in the end from Kwak. He's thrown well all day.
Yes.
Actually, it was good that he could finish off, as you were suggesting, with a throw rather than Mediev picking up another penalty. He would have much rather that it ended this way. I'm not sure Medvedev would agree, but hey, that's the way it goes sometimes. Kwak Dong-han takes the second of the bronze medal contest, and we will have a nice little clip from that one for sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can see the highlights of the victory of Kwak Dong-han, Republic of Korea. ただいまの試合の大型ビジョンハイライトをどうぞ。
We come now to the final of the under 90 kilo category. Davlat Babonov of Uzbekistan faces Beka Gviniashvili of Georgia. It'll be Babonov in the white judogi, Gviniashvili in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Roland Poiger of Austria. There's Annette.
I'm really looking forward to seeing both of them. Category with the, there we're gonna have the referee. That's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the finalists in blue judogi, representing Georgia.
Yeah, we are missing. I just wanted to mention the coach from Babonov, but we come to it when we are on the tatami. First of all, we're gonna see and introduce the fighters. We just have seen Beka Gviniashvili. Here we're gonna see Davlat Babonov. He's just 22 years old, junior Asian champion in 2016. He had a good day. He won against Noel Fante-End, the world champion. Then he won against, in the pool final, against Murao Sanshiro. And in the semi-final, he won against Kwak Dong-han, Korean, we have just seen. And during the day, he was coached by Ilyas Iliades, Olympic champion.
Maybe he didn't bring a suit.
And Olympic, yeah. Now we don't see him. I was happy to see Ilyas in the coach chair, but not for now. And his opponent, Beka Gviniashvili.
Sumigaeshi
Such
effort there from Babonov, but
who was also in a great shape today.
a sharp little piece of ashi was up from Babonov, but Gviniashvili managed to sense the danger and got off it.
Reverse attempt. Penalty.
Yeah. Gviniashvili was guilty of holding on to one side of the jacket with both hands, so he picked up the penalty. Babonov looks to me to be waiting for Gviniashvili to launch something. Just about to call the mate there was Roland Poiger, and he has now, presumably to give another penalty to Gviniashvili for passivity. No, they haven't done that. Bonov came up with that. Satemi was her effort there.
My God, incredible. So quick. Left-sided, so low.
That certainly surprised Gviniashvili, didn't it?
Yeah. And we all know that, or how explosive Beka Gviniashvili is and what a thrower he is. For me, it's like two worlds meet. How young and still how dangerous Bobonov is already.
Yeah, there was no control from Bobonov on the way down. Becker's decided that there's one way to go here. He's not hanging around any longer. Well, they want to have a review of this.
Okay, we have it already.
For me, the minute you've got that hand going out and you're saving yourself from a fall, then you're no longer in control of the technique.
I agree, absolutely.
Mercifully, they've agreed.
Yes. So again, but this time...
There's the tip. Yep, I like it. Good one.
Consistent enough, no break at all. Gviniashvili closes that gap.
You have to be strong to keep Gviniashvili off your arm. Can you imagine?
I tell you, yeah.
I mean, that is a strong man. And he really did have hold of Bobonov's arm. Okay, so we're tied up at Wazaria apiece then. Gviniashvili decided he was going to go forward, just try and get close to Bobonov, get to grips with him. There's the Makikomi effort, but didn't really have the kind of purchase on the around the arm, trapping the elbow.
Yes, too far away on the upper half of the body from Bobonov.
He's got him again. Not quite. Well, you'd have to look at the landing there.
Incredible. That is incredible.
Gviniashvili's not happy with it. Doesn't feel as though he's landed on the scoring part of the body. So there's going to have to be, when they have the review, what they're going to be looking at is the landing here. They could also be looking to see, they could also be looking to see about the bridge. Bridge position, I think if anything, that's what it's likely to be. Yeah, I mean, that is a bridge position. There's a good illustration of it there. Thanks very much for that. But that looked like Beka Gviniashvili attempting to bridge there. So, no bridge given. I didn't think there was sufficient of the scoring part of the body, landing on the tatami to claim a score, but there's the possibility of the bridge. And that certainly looked like a bridge to me.
So
Gviniashvili lives to fight another day.
Yeah,
I think he avoided getting scored on, but just the bridge position. And when they showed the freeze frame, I really had a feeling that was why they might give it. Anyway, it didn't happen. Both fighters stuck on Wazari.
mercifully, it continues.
Oh, that was close. And now it's the turn of Bobonov to spin off his head.
And you know what it means to be able to defend that kind of attacks from Bekar Kviniashvili. He is so strong, really. Bobonov, I'm so impressed. And my opinion is just that the Georgian, the question was his elbow behind his back? Yes, it was. He was, the elbow. Was he defending maybe with his head? That was for me a little bit the question. He landed first on his head, but I think his legs were not defending to fall on his back for the bridge. Anyway, they didn't give it. Now we're gonna have the golden score.
Well, I don't think there's any question there, is there?
And yeah. That was a fight. Incredible. And a smiling Bekar, and I'm happy really to see Bekar Kviniashvili in such a good shape, such a great form, and I hope that he continues and stay in that great shape for the next months. It wasn't the case in the past. I remember when he became junior world champion and then already was so successful at senior level in that year in 2015. Two times the Masters. So, Bekar Kviniashvili, Georgia.
Yeah, the nice thing about the way that ended was that Bekar didn't, finish it off with some kind of penalty or some kind of controversy. He just threw him beautifully, so there's no argument in it.
Yeah.
Congratulations, second gold medal in a Grand Slam, Bekar Kviniashvili, Georgia. Representing Uzbekistan, Davlat Bobonov takes the
Tied things up. And that was the end. Final decision.
Final on the screen.
Five fights he had, the Georgian. 5 strong fights.
Yeah, I don't think I've got any hesitation in saying that Bobonov was the toughest of the fights today, because Bobonov was having an absolute, gem of a day. Came up against a tough man in the final, however.
The medals will be presented by the Vice President of All Japan Judo Federation.
We come now to the awarding ceremony for the women in the under 78 kilo category.
Bronze medalists are representing France, Fanny Estelle Posvit.
The first of the bronze medals goes to Fanny Estelle Posvit of France.
And representing Japan, Izumi Mao.
There's a bronze medal also for Izumi Mao of Japan. Silver medal goes to Hamada Shori of Japan. But the gold medal goes to Umeki Mami of Japan, and I can tell you that up in the stands there were huge celebrations when Umeki won and defeated Hamada Shori. I suspect that they realise that that's going to be the dividing line between the two, and it will be Umeki who will get a second shot at going to an Olympic Games, having represented Japan in Rio in 2016. She had a bit of a shocker there because she lost in the first round to Yo Abigail of Hungary. So
Yep, that's a shocker.
Maybe she gets, you know,
Was a shocker.
a second
Yeah.
go at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's probably why there were just so many people cheering up there, jumping up and down. You know, a Grand Slam gold medal is one thing, but Grand Slam gold medal that leads to your being selected, or certainly putting you, you know, putting the gap between you and your teammate. You know, I think that probably is the difference there. And now the national anthem of Japan. That is
He
a tricky one.
lost his semi-final against the Japanese Haga Ryunosuke. And now he's up against the Japanese Ida.
Yeah, neither fighter generating anything here. They got tied up with the grips, and they both pick up a penalty for passivity. I wonder who's going to be spurred on more to come up with something. Well, there's your answer. Iida decides he's going to be first to attack. Chance to work on the ground now. With the Sangaku missed it.
Well, it was not only the Düsseldorf Grand Slam he won. 3 times he won a Grand Slam. Also the Brasilia Grand Slam this year he won, and 2 years ago the Paris Grand Slam, which is always something special to win Paris. Oh, right-sided Uchimata.
Just falling away a little bit at the end there.
Yep.
It looked good for a moment,
Yes.
and then he just lost his balance.
You know, this ending, this hopping, this ken, which we hopefully see in the final from Haga, was missing. Ooh, countered. So strong. Vasari, the Uzbek fighter, received for that. He just could not fix him on the upper half of the body, so although he got his leg out, couldn't hold him. 1:20 on the clock, both penalized, and the Vasari lead here for Kuramov. Oh, that was a poor one. For sure, that will be penalized. He just went down on the ground without any grip, without any attention. Yep, the referee knows immediately why he has to leave. Was attack, second penalty, 40 odd seconds left. He needs a good grip there, Ida, with his right arm. Shimata! A little support here from the crowd. Ida needs that. 30 seconds. He just got time to close that gap. He only can go forward now. This time he got it. Beautifully done. Really deserves it. He tried it and tried it. And his attacks improved from time to time. In the end, everything was perfect.
Ida Kentaro taking the first of the bronze medals in the under 100 kilo category. Disappointed, one single slip during the day that put him in the bronze medal match, but apart from that, he looked sharp and he managed to finish off in real style in this bronze medal contest as well. Put away a tough opponent in Karamov.
Ladies and gentlemen, the highlights on the screen. Victory of Ida Kentaro, Japan.
We come now to the second of the bronze medal contest in the under 100 kilo category. Arman Adamian of Russia faces Wolf Aaron of Japan. It'll be Adamian in the white judogi, Wolf in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Hyun Suk-hee of the Republic of Korea. How much of these two did you get to see earlier today, Annette?
Quite a lot, to be honest, because we picked them out and tried to watch as much as we could today, to be honest, and followed both of them. We followed Wolf Aaron, he is, especially in the first round where he had to fight against Kyle Reyes of Canada. Wolf Aaron just lost his semi-final against Elmar Gazimov, and here we're gonna have the Russian Arman Adamian, and he down in Pool D lost his pool final against Haga Ryunosuke. European Games winner. So that will be hopefully exciting.
Should make for an interesting matchup, these styles. Wolf is a very physical fighter. Adamian, however, is all physical.
Yeah, yes.
I'm always interested to see just how long the physicality stays
Yes.
before it begins to wane, and then you're left just with, the pure judo. I like to see that. But once in a while, I like to see a bit of a
Absolutely.
bash at the
Yes.
beginning,
And also both can throw, and it's always interesting to see this. If the two worlds meet, Russia and Japan. It's quite often really interesting. Good speed here, Kochi. Does he come up with any technique on the ground? No. Cross grip. Oh, countered. So he didn't even really start his own attack at Damian and was already countered from the Japanese. Look at that. It just because Wolf is in control of his right shoulder. There on the cutter. Just pulled him enough to get him onto his side. Vasari the lead. Ooh. Der hört me. So. Exciting bronze medal contest.
Adamian didn't appear to be impressed with that attempted pull into the area by Wolf at all.
Yes. Ooh, and almost
countered
countered
by Adamian.
And remember the semi-final against Gazimov? He started with this feint for backward and was countered. Remember, against the Aseri. Countered in a different way, not with the Kochi, but also tricky. So, minute 50. Still the lead here for the Japanese.
Just stepping it up a little bit here, Adamian, as he needs to, because he trails by Wazari. Wolf just got his hands back on the right side. Just for a moment he was lingering on one side with both hands. Just trying to make things uncomfortable for Adamian. As the Russian tries to work out what Wolf is about.
Mm-hmm.
There are plenty of people in the venue with Team Wolf t-shirts. Got his own cheering section.
Great support. Of course, we're in Japan, I mean. That's good. Jumped in Uchimata.
Yeah, that's
Second
the second
Vasari.
score. Yeah.
Great bronze medal contest.
Winner and bronze medalist.
And it is Wolf Aaron who takes it.
In blue, representing Japan. Sosa, Ao, Nippon. Wolf Aaron. Defending champion, Wolf Aaron 選手はグランドスラム大阪連覇達成です。両者の健闘となり、今一度盛大な拍手をお送りください。
Well, they've had plenty to cheer about the home crowd, which it's always nice to see the home crowd happy. It's a pity that I'm going to put a bit of a damper on it by saying it's a shame that it has to be in Japan, because they've just got so much to be happy about, especially over the last 2 days. But you can't take it away from, a crowd that spends their money, comes in, wants to see the home team do well.
Yes.
Just very few teams can do as well as the Japanese have done. Hey, there's still some chances for the others to pick up medals, including in the upcoming contest, which features Elmar Gazimov of Azerbaijan. He goes up against Haga Ryonosuke of Japan. It'll be Gazimov in the white judogi, Haga in blue. It's the final of the under 100 kilo category, and the referee in the middle for this one, I believe, is Everardo Garcia of Mexico. Yeah, I couldn't see from where I was, although I've got it written in front of me, so I don't know why I was trying to look over our technical table.
Referee from Mexico, Mr. Everardo Garcia. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the finalists.
Yeah, it's an interesting one because of where Haga is on the IJF World Ranking List, down there at 114. 114. He is 1, 2, 3, 4. He's the 5th ranked Japanese fighter, and here he is in the final.
Yeah.
Must have had a break or something if you look up contests and see when he last competed.
Yeah.
Yeah, he hasn't been around enough on the circuit, 3 months off here and 3 months off here and everything. And if you miss and you don't get a result, then that's 6 months of a loss of competitive action.
Yep.
Just hasn't got enough points. He's nowhere near what he would need to qualify. Mind you, they don't have to qualify, do they?
Yep.
Japan. And pick who they want.
So let's see what Gazimov will have left for this final, because all day he went without any, spectacular surprises. He went from fight to fight, from round to round. I mean, this is absolutely okay, but he always looked tired, and then something, he surprised his opponents with at least something. So that means never underrate him.
Well, he found a way to win in every contest, and
yep.
although it was a different way, they were basically the same things. Just some kind of pulling a rabbit out of the hat. Haga has thrown beautifully with left Uchimata all day, and I just have the feeling that Gazimov may be waiting to take advantage of that. He has a little stab there at the Yoko Sutemi Waza, but it doesn't trouble Haga. And now Haga wants to try and work on the ground, but I think Gazimov is a little bit too wily to get caught down there at this time, at this stage of the contest. Mr. Yamada in the front seat there, heavily involved in the upcoming preparations for the upcoming games next summer. Of course, Inoue Kozo was sitting there as well.
By the way, Sheldon. Yeah. Watching. Oh my god! That was incredible. Too good for Ippon.
Yeah, just put a little bit too
Wow.
much on that one, didn't he?
Yes, yes.
Gazimov was collecting air miles on that one.
Wanted to make sure not being countered. So they lifted him up as high as possible. Wow, that was brilliant. Last 40 odd seconds. Tactically absolutely clever. He keeps him busy now on the ground. He's working things out. This is all time. 15 seconds. Oh my god.
Single Shido picked up by Haga. You could afford to run a little bit here. It's not the most attractive way of picking up the win, but
Look at
yeah, they've done, yeah.
that was a nice smile.
Yeah, they decided that they were finished.
What a nice ending this is. Look at that. So emotional. I am
Haga.
so happy for him, really. And I mean,
yeah, sorry.
in the past he also had several injuries, and I remember one time when we spoke with Inoue Kose, it was in Düsseldorf, and I asked him about him, and he said, oh, he had another injury. It was, I think it was the last year, and I felt so sorry for him because he's such an excellent Uchimata thrower.
And I just want to mention something about the Uchimata, because there are going to be a lot of people who were saying, why is this not Ippon? A lot of people will be asking, why is that not Ippon? Your answer to that?
Because not his whole bag is on the tatami.
You can see his name, you can see the advertising, you can see
exactly.
the country
Simple.
code, you can see his whole back.
Yeah.
There's nothing of his back on there. You know, so if you're going to have complete control and execute a throw for Ippon, you need to put your opponent largely on his back. That has not happened here.
Yes, exactly.
That's why it's Wazari.
Yeah. It's not a question of being spectacular, it's a question of being effective. Okay.
So maybe some people should learn what constitutes Ippon. Right, we come now to the awarding ceremony for the men in the under 90 kilo category. The medals are being presented by the International Judo Federation Sport Director, Mr. Armen Bagdasarov. The first of the bronze medals goes to Gwak Dong-han, the Republic of Korea. There's a bronze medal also for Mukai Shoichiro of Japan. Silver medal goes to Davlat Babonov of Uzbekistan. Well, the gold medal goes to Beka Gviniashvili of Georgia.
Money and the flowers will be presented by special advisor of All Japan Judo Federation. 続きまして、全日本柔道連盟特別顧問小川幸太郎様より賞金目録と花が授与されます。
Beka Kviniashvili back to winning ways. Grand Slam gold medal. Just looking as though he's getting the timing right now.
Yes, you're right. In the end, nobody asks you when you are on a top form at the Olympics and you had before 1 or 2 years, you know, eine Durststrecke in German, you say, a period which was not 100%.
Yeah, nobody asked Lasha Dasruashvili what he did before London, or of Fabio Basile what he did before Rio. They're Olympic champions.
Absolutely.
So, you know,
The result counts.
it's that day.
Yeah.
And maybe Beka is just moving towards that.
Ladies and gentlemen, please all rise for the national anthem of Georgia.
And now the national anthem of Georgia.
Thank you very much. Now, family picture with the recent judoka. 皆様ありがとうございました。引き続きフォトセッションに移ります。Ladies and gentlemen, a applause to our judoka, please. 皆様、男子90キログラム級メダリストの選手の皆さんの栄誉をたたえ、今一度盛大な拍手をお送りください。
There were the 4 medal winners. Kwak and Mukai were the bronze medal winners. Bobonov took the silver. It was Kviniashvili who manages a smile on this occasion, who took the gold medal. Right, we come now to the first of the bronze medal contests in the plus 100 kilo category. Kageura Kokoro of Japan faces Kumashiro Yusuke of Japan. It'll be Kageura in the white judogi, Kumashiro in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Mariano dos Santos of Brazil.
Dear spectators, please welcome judoka in blue judogi, representing Japan 2019 Kodokan Trophy winner. 2019 Kodokan 杯優勝、日本熊代祐介。
Kumashiro Yusuke. And here his opponent, Kageura Kokoro, seated here as number 4 today. The Japanese lost his pool final against the Russian Inal Tasoyev, who was in the final. We got then a rubber charge contest against the Brazilian, the number 1 seed, Rafael Silva. He won against 2, and now Kageura in the bronze medal contest against Kunashiro. Kunashiro lost his semi-final against his countryman Ota Hyoga.
Kagaura picked up a penalty for that overly defensive posture. The referee not hanging around.
Oh, from left to right, very quick. It was Kageura. Powerful. For heavyweight, both really look athletic, not that heavy.
I think the movement is good from Kageura. I wouldn't go so far as to say athletic, but he does move well.
I mean, concern from the body posture. Athletic, I mean, not that heavy, so they can move. They are still explosive.
Yeah, there are some bigger guys in there. Yeah, definitely.
I wonder how heavy they are. Not too much.
Who are less athletic looking. Yeah.
Yeah. At least they do some athletics. Oh, left-sided, low again. The third time, but it's getting weaker. It's not a surprise anymore. So he was prepared now. Kumashiro felt this coming.
I wonder if he felt that coming, because that was that was on the cards for a while. Kageura decided that he was going to step up the rate of attacks. Both fighters pick up penalties. This doesn't make for the most attractive of scoreboards, does it?
Yep.
4 Shidos now. Surprised that Kageura has managed to pick up 2 Shidos, because he's doing enough, isn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. At least he tries to come up with something.
And yet a single error now would gift the contest to Kumashiro. Both fighters flat-footed here. They really need some movement to try and generate something. You want your opponent moving, and you've got a chance of coming up with something. When they stand there flat-footed, you've got to create everything then.
Outside. Ooh. Too big that step was. Too far away. Kumashiro.
Probably didn't feel that he had any other choice but to try something. And at that point, Kageura was just that bit too far away from him. He managed to get an attack in, and there he gets another one in. Kageura not getting involved on the ground.
Shimata, left side.
Kumashiro just managed to get his left hand down and slow that up. Kageura was looking to bring off a Neatly little timed Uchimata there, but Kumashiro just got the left hand down there and stopped that. It's difficult for Kumashiro to get anything going when Kageura is just from that, standing still position.
Mm-hmm.
Kageura can see Kumashiro coming, manages to block that, and the same goes for Kumashiro. He had another go on that left-sided Osodagari. I'd like to see him take a step first with the right leg. See how far the right leg is away from where he wants to be.
But I really must say now, Kumashiro.
Yeah. The last couple of attacks have been his.
One now, because there have been some really serious attacks, at least more than Kageura did. Oh.
No, you have to finish.
Yeah.
I can't believe that. He gave that the big ki and he hadn't finished off. Nah. He was almost holding him up.
Mm. Already 2.5 minutes now into golden score. Makikomi, left side.
Both fighters involved in trying to almost shock their opponent or surprise them. Kageura with the low Morote Seoinage.
A good moment from Kumashiro.
Kumashiro with the left Osodagari, but on that occasion just changed it up. At least he's got something in both directions. But again, just the lack of movement between the pair as they stand toe to toe, slugging it out, makes it difficult to come up with any kind of surprise. But he does there.
That was brilliant.
Second push.
Classical.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to wait, if you want the big finish. I know it can go 4, 5, 6 minutes into golden score. There were 3 minutes there, but it was well worth the finish.
Wow. Classic style, yeah. Kageura. The way he came out again. He didn't break up his grip. Looking forward to see this final, this replay. This final throw.
Kageura Kokoro of Japan takes the first of the bronze medals in the plus 100 kilo category.
That was the wrong step from his opponent. He just stepped on the back from Kageura. Look at this, with his right leg. Pop.
Number 6 in a Grand Slam. Kageura Kokoro, Japan.
You see it now, at this moment.
Yeah, you want to be going off to the right or off to the left. What you don't want to be doing is going over his back.
Yeah.
Because he's just going to go underneath and up now.
Aye.
Yeah, a bit of an amateur error there from Kumashiro. We come now to the second of the bronze medal contest in the plus 100 kilo category.
Heavyweight category.
Alisher Yusupov of Uzbekistan goes up against Kagawa Daigo of Japan. It's Yusupov in the white judogi, Kagawa in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Roberta Chiulia of Italy.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome judoka in blue judogi, representing Japan.
So here they are. Kagawa Daigo lost his semi-final. Well, before he put out the number 1 seed here, Rafael Silva of Brazil, and then lost his semi-final against Inal Chazoyev of Russia. And here we're gonna have his opponent Alisher Yusupov of Uzbekistan, who lost the pool final against Kumashiro Yusuke. We have just seen then won his repechage contest against Kim Sung-min of Korea, and now is in the bronze medal contest against the Japanese.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is the third Uzbek that's competing for a medal in the final block.
What a strong team that is.
They've done really well, haven't they? Well,
Yes.
certainly today they have. Could be that Yusupov will add to Uzbekistan's medal tally. It's just a single silver medal that they've picked up. They've ended up losing the 2 bronze medal contests that they've been involved in. They have picked up a silver.
But still fighting for medals and still in the final block.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, he lifted him up.
Yeah, for a time his legs were up there. He was kicking at the air, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Hey!
20 years young Yusupov is.
Judo. Hey!
Asian Junior silver medalist from last year. Oh, he still collects experience.
Hey!
Single Shido picked up by Kagawa. Nothing to write home about at the moment. Yusupov has got a job on his hands here. Slightly taller than the Japanese fighter, but I don't know, something about Kagawa's power base that would scare me. Goes around one side and that was poor. Can't escape here. He does. I can't believe he just collapsed in a heap at the feet of his opponent there, and he didn't pick up a penalty. Just fighting off with that right arm bent and just pushing into the waist of Kagawa. I don't think he knows how to approach this, Yusupov. Kagawa has however, has helped Yusupov's situation by picking up a second penalty. Well, they decided to waive that penalty off. So Kagawa just the one. Uchigari.
Wow.
Terrific counter.
Yes,
Absolutely
yeah.
terrific counter.
Yeah, no doubt.
It really was a terrific counter.
Winner and bronze medalist for men over 100 kilograms in white judogi, representing Uzbekistan.
He's happy. He's happy.
Yusupo is delighted. He
Yeah.
gave Kagawa a bit of tap on the back saying, "You okay, pal?" After that heavy landing, really did get hold of him, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yusupov looks like the kind of guy who's come up from under 100. He doesn't look like your genuine plus
You are
100.
Absolutely right. Yes.
Kagawa does. Oh, really nice.
Wow.
Very nice finish here. Puts himself in a really good position once he puts the right arm
Yep.
around there.
He used his hip, turned, controlled him.
Yeah, normally when you're bringing off that technique, you might want to be shifting. You know, you wait a little bit. He didn't. He was in a good position. All pull. Really nice. Good finish. We come now to the final of the plus 100 kilo category. Inal Tasoyev of Russia goes up against Ota Hyoga of Japan. It'll be Tasoyev in the white judogi, Ota in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Orlando Cruz of the Dominican Republic. There he is.
Referee from Dominican Republic, Mr. Orlando Cruz. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome judoka in blue judogi, representing Japan, 2018 Ekaterinburg Grand Slam winner. 2018グランドスラムエカテリンブルク金メダリスト、日本、太田氷河。In white judogi, representing Russia, Shiro, Russia, 2018 Abu Dhabi Grand Slam winner, Inal Tasoyev.
This is a really important contest for Tasoyev to take here. I know we keep talking about the importance of the Olympic Games and qualification for the Olympic Games here, but Tasoyev could do himself a huge favour by winning in Japan, heading 4 Japanese who were in the weight category, taking the gold medal at the Osaka Grand Slam, not just the points and everything, but leaving the rest of the Russian heavyweights in his wake, in particular Tamerlan Bashayev, who's close behind him. He's in consideration, but Tasoyev could finish things off here.
Yeah. Absolutely. All day he was in a great shape and a great form, the Russian. Let's see in the final against the Japanese in Japan how it works.
Well, the only one of the Japanese that was missing really was Harazawa. Didn't get to see
The
him,
number
but
one
Kageura,
from the ranking. Yeah.
Okawa, Oditani, I don't think he's in the frame, to be honest. Just about squeezes that one out, doesn't he? And it's the best thing for Tasoyev now to come up with this score. Yeah, he's gone over there, down on his side. Because Ota has to open up here. We've got 2.5 minutes left to go.
Ooh.
He's had him up there a couple of times
Yes.
now. So Tasoyev has run that risk on 2 occasions. He didn't learn the first time. There's danger there, danger. I think you probably go back, I was going to say, go back to that Makikomi shape. He's safer there because he's going to fall onto his front. What he doesn't want to do is get involved in that hip technique where Ota's got a chance to pick him up and bash him.
Yep. And maybe not to go for the cross grip, because then it's even easier for Ota to turn in the air. And also with the cross grip you need to attack, so you're under pressure. Better to get the grip on the collar. Then you're not getting under any pressure.
No chance for Tasoyev to burn any time on the ground. Minute 51 left on the clock.
Uchigari.
Yeah, Tasoyev looks like the kind of player who's only got one way to go. You know, he's going to attack irrespective of what it says on the clock.
Yep.
Penalty free with a little over a minute left to go, and Wazari on the board. So you know, when we talk about tactics, the way to bring this one home. So I've just bent over a little bit too much for my liking. Needs to free the hands up. Yeah, because you're just asking for this.
Yeah.
And with 52 seconds left to go, it's just a little bit too early to pick that up.
Absolutely.
You know, you've got one Judo left to burn. You don't want that anywhere near.
You can't lay down.
Yeah.
Because then also you make mistakes. Just continuing fighting. You don't need to run any risk, but don't stop. Yeah.
Well, Ota came close there. He's picked him up a couple of times as Ota, and that Uchimata was as close as he's been. Now's the time when Tasoyev may be thinking about just breaking the grips up. One single attack. Doesn't matter if it's false. You just want things to get broken up here. Yeah. And there's the passivity penalty. And now Ota has got very little chance of drawing a third from Tasoyev.
Yep.
That's it now.
Yeah.
Look, trouble to you? Okay, maybe with the Uchimata and a couple of times the pickup, threatened from Ota, but apart from that, managed that well.
Yes.
Did Inal Tasoyev. There's the Russian who takes the gold medal in the plus 100 kilo category. Well, that's going to push him ahead of his teammate Tamerlan Bashayev. He's going to be the number 1 rated Russian now in the plus 100 kilo category. A second Grand Slam gold medal for Inal Tasoyev. He's just getting there. And again, like Beka Kviniashvili, a slightly different situation. Beka Kviniashvili is coming back to really good form and getting the timing right. The heavyweights take a little bit longer, and Tasoyev is just beginning to show that he may be the one for them to look at for Tokyo 2020. Won the Grand Slam in Abu Dhabi last year, and now this year takes a second Grand Slam gold medal, this time in Osaka. He's starting to get some results here. The second at the Grand Slam in Dusseldorf, second at the European Games in Minsk, and third at the Brasilia Grand Slam. And it's been a good year for Inal Tasoyev.
Yeah.
Right, we come now to the awarding ceremony for the men in the under 100 kilo category. The medals are being presented by the International Judo Federation competition manager, Dr. Lisa Allen, a member of the IJF Executive Committee. The first of the bronze medals goes to Wolf Aaron of Japan. There's a bronze medal also for Iida Kentaro of Japan. The silver medal goes to Elmar Gazimov of Azerbaijan. And the gold medal goes to Haga Ryonosuke of Japan, a very popular winner as well. Yeah, I know we went on a little bit about why that wasn't Ippon, but for everybody who is, you know, having to make a judgment as a referee and everything, there's no way you're going to give that Ippon because he's not on his back.
Absolutely.
It's great, you know, you launched him in the air and everything. Well, then you need the finish as well.
Absolutely great. Yeah, no doubt that it's not
Yeah.
Ippon, but it is so, it looks
Spectacular.
so great.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Special Uchimata.
TV Tokyo Trophy will be presented by Senior Managing Director of TV Tokyo Corporation. 優勝した原龍之介選手にはテレビ東京賞としてトロフィーが株式会社テレビ東京専務取締役近藤正人様より授与されます。Ladies and gentlemen, please all rise for the national anthem of Japan. 皆様どうぞご起立いただき石川さんのお向きください。
And now the national anthem of Japan.
Thank you very much. Family picture with a decent judoka. 皆様ありがとうございました。出陣フォトセッションに移ります。Ladies and gentlemen, your applause to our judoka please. 皆様、男子 100kg 級メダリストの皆さんの栄誉をたたえ、今一度盛大な拍手をお送りください。Thank you very much. Okini Osaka.
Wolf and Iida were the bronze medal winners. Gazimov took the silver. It was Haga who took the gold medal. We've got one more weight category to bring you now. We're going to close with the plus 78 kilo category. And the first of the bronze medal contests here is Asahina Sara of Japan. She faces Tomita Wakaba of Japan. It'll be Asahina in the white judogi, Tomita in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Yevgeny Raklin of Russia.
So, for the last category, we're gonna have a look to their day so far. Tomita Wakaba, there she is, lost her semi-final against Sone Akira, the number 2 seed here today, and her opponent Asahina Sara. She lost her pool final against the Brazilian Beatriz Souza. Then in the rapid charge contest she had the Dutch fighter Tessie Sabelkoos. Won against her and now is up against her teammate.
Asahina going through her warm-up and her preparation ritual. Tomita gets ready to face a stiff test here. Tomita's got really good spirit. I had a look at a couple of her contests earlier on, and she, gives it a good go. Quite often is the case that she's giving away quite a lot of weight. Both fighters pick up penalties for passivity. Referee would like to see a little bit more action.
For sure, difficult for Tomita to break the balance from Asahina. She's much more taller and also heavier. So what Asahina's advantage is here, she's the taller one, she's the heavier one. Just one Kutsushi, break the balance and then just go for it. To attack at the outside, I think it is dangerous.
Yeah, Asahina's not doing herself any favours here. She's not moving enough. All right, she gets lucky here because Tomita picks up the penalty for that overly defensive grip that she had, just blocking Asahina out. So she got lucky there because Asahina just hasn't been attacking.
Yeah.
Picked up a penalty earlier on for passivity.
Oh, Uchi, forward, backward, she really tries to. And, pushing out can't be the solution.
Yeah, it's not sumo.
For winning the bronze medal contest. Yeah.
Well, she's scored a point in that for the Oshidashi, the push out. That's what it's called. It's
yeah. Yeah.
Don't get any points for that in judo, I'm afraid. Minute to go. Tomita hasn't been able to make any headway, nor has Asahina. Thought about the makikomi, but that didn't come off. It was just a 4 flat. There was no movement off to the right side, the direction in which she wanted to take.
And rotation.
Tomita. Yeah, none at all. I would have thought that Tomita, would have been well aware of what she needed to do against Asahina, but she doesn't appear to me to have had a plan, and if she had one, it's not working. Asahina, for her part, well, we've seen her quite a bit now, and what we've seen here is a few attempts at makikomi, but nothing else, and those have been really ineffective. A few foot taps and everything, but this is not the kind of performance that you would want to put out there if you're trying to stake a claim for an Olympic place.
Yeah.
Both fighters pick up penalties. It's the third against Tomita, and Asahina wins the contest in the most unsatisfactory of ways, given what she needed to do. And I think she knows that. There's disappointment. She's just won the bronze medal here, walking off disappointed.
Yeah, of course.
She's disappointed because she hasn't been able to come out and smash Tomita off the tatami, which is what she needed to do.
That was not really convincing. And
No.
I mean, her opponent, she didn't just... She tried it. She could not just... Yeah. Through her. She was limited, and she wasn't even able to come up with a real dangerous attack.
Yeah, even if she had come out here and smashed Tomita off the tatami, all it would have done is it would have kept her in the position where she is, which is behind Sone Akira. The fact that she hasn't been able to do that means that she's even further down the pecking order, if you like. Not that there's another fighter in front of her, it's just that she's not in the frame any longer. Right, coming up next, the second of the bronze medal contest. Julia Tolafua of France faces Beatrice Souza of Brazil. It'll be Tolafua in the white judogi, Souza in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Turbat Ensetseg of Mongolia. I genuinely feel for Asahina Sara. She's a very, very likeable character and speaks good English, but it just hasn't worked out for her. The plan to be the #1 Japanese in the plus 78 kilo category disappeared a while ago. It was always on shaky ground, actually.
Yeah.
It never really commanded the weight category.
Absolutely.
And here, with Sone in the final, if she goes on to win it, well, she'll really be sunk, because Sone is going to be up against Idalis Ortiz, and a win against Ortiz here, I think, would send the strongest of the measures to those people making the selection that the current world champion Sone Akira is the one that you should be looking at. Anyway, that is jumping ahead. We've got one more contest before that. It's this bronze medal contest. Here is Annette Berm with commentary.
Yes, and we also, of course, we'll have a look at their day so far. Beatrice Souza, the Brazilian, lost her semi-final against Idalis Ortiz. We're gonna see then in the final, 2 times world champion, Olympic champion. And she bet, yeah. Asahina Sara, we have just seen. Her opponent from France, Julia Tolofua, lost her pool final against Sone Akira. then won her rapid charge contest against the Ukrainian Yelisaveta Kalanina, and now is up against here for bronze. Oh, both penalized within the first minute. Penalized for being passive. Looking for a counter, and she didn't stop the movement, so she received the score and got the possibility here for the Osekomi. Sousa strong enough to hold her here. 10 seconds she needs, and no way for Cholofua to get out of it. So it is Beatrice Sousa who takes the second bronze medal.
Yeah, it's a good performance from the number 2 Brazilian heavyweight. They've been threatening for a while, the pair of them, Beatrice Sousa, Maria Suellen Althman, to do something, on the international stage. A big win, I mean, because, the big medals go to China, Japan and Cuba. We had one occasion when the French, the super heavyweight, snuck in there. That was at the Rio Olympics in 2016 when the gold medal went to Amélie Andiol. But apart from that, it's always been China, Japan or Cuba. Well, the Brazilians would like to fancy their chances, but can't really see them coming up with anything yet. There or thereabouts, but not on the top spot. Well, we spoke about Idalis Ortiz, the Olympic champion from 2012 and world champion on a couple of occasions, and here she is now. Idalis Ortiz of Cuba goes up against the current world champion Sone Akira of Japan. It'll be Ortiz in the white judogi, Sone in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Veli-Matti Karinkanta of Finland. Annette Böhm.
Well, this is the last fight of the day, the last fight of this Grand Slam here in Osaka. And for sure, an exciting fight. I mean, you got the current world champion, you just said it, Sheldon. And you got the double world champion, the Olympic champion, the Cuban. Always an interesting battle between Cuba and Japan.
Beijing Olympic Games bronze medalist Rio Olympic Games silver medalist and London
There she
Olympic
is,
Games
Idalis
champion,
Ortiz.
Idalis Ortiz.
Well, this is the third
Osaka, clap your hands.
time that they're going
Yes.
head to head,
The last final.
and the last two occasions have been won by Sonny.
Actually, the last time wasn't that long time ago.
That's
And
right.
In Japan too.
Repeat of the World Championship final. If you missed that, here we go again.
Yes.
You have to go back to February this year at the Paris Grand Slam to find the last time that Sonny was defeated.
Mm.
She's only 19, Sonny,
Mm.
so a real youngster. Last year's final, by the way,
Yeah.
in right here was Sonny and Ortiz won it. So there are all sorts of things that you can look
Yeah,
at,
yeah.
you know, as far as the history of the pair are concerned. But it's come down to what's happening today. They're both a little bit overly defensive, and they both pick up a penalty. Just beginning to wonder if Ortiz is at all concerned about the result here today. You know, is she that concerned about what happens?
Yep.
Oh, lost contact with the hands. And by that, I mean, is she thinking, you know, more long term, what's going to happen in the future when they have to go head to head again, and, you know, the whole Olympic thing?
Yeah.
You really want to look at what's just happening today. Just concentrate on getting this fight out the way. I say that because Ortiz can at times look very cagey and pick up penalty after penalty. It'd be unfortunate if that was the way that this one went.
Yeah.
I'd like to see her just step up the tempo a little bit.
Absolutely, and there's a big difference what we have seen at her previous contests when you compare it to this contest. So she's still looking to find a way to get close to Sone, to come up with something. It's a little bit more difficult, of course. She's facing the world champion. Looking there for the left-sided Seonage. That's definitely another level when you compare to previous contests. She tried it, but before the fence there from Sone, she just pushed her. Felt that attack coming from the Cuban.
Abayuta just on the
Yeah.
left side of that trio sitting up in the stands watching on in the players area.
Yep.
She's another 19-year-old, so the pair of them have been friends from childhood apparently. Obviously had different diets. One stuck around at 52 and Sonny has put on a little bit more weight since then. Crowd ready to cheer at any movement that Sonne makes that looks remotely close to coming
Yeah.
up with a score against Ortiz. Few seconds left in normal time. We may have to have golden score to sort this one out. Sonne herself looks a little bit nervous. Do you not think so, Annette? I haven't seen a great deal
Not really.
from her.
Yeah. For me, it's just a little bit too much tactics,
Yeah.
a little bit less judo action. I know that it's hard, I know it, but still, both must be able to show it and to bring their judo skills onto the tatami. Better grip now there for Ortiz with her left arm. Let's see if she can come up with something there. The right arm is in a good position.
Yeah, you really want that jacket to be back over the head. So they couldn't see what was going on. Yeah, no need to ask Sonny to tie up the belt properly. Did that all herself. We've had half a minute of golden score. Tiz has got to try and impose herself now. She's picked up 2 penalties. Really needs to be the aggressor. Arm around the waist. Strong enough to get past that left arm that Sonny has got up there.
And as long as that left arm is there, it's difficult to get close to her. That left arm determines really everything. The distance, the speed, the direction there they are going to could be the key for Ortiz. The left arm and the elbow there. Ortiz really must take care of a third penalty. I have a bad feeling. She's just too calm. She is just reacting.
Won't have to worry about it now.
That's a mistake, yeah. She was just reacting, not acting as Sonne did. And she just could repeat what she did in Tokyo a few weeks ago.
Ojigari from
Yeah.
Sonne Akira. You'll see it on the replay anyway. Idalis Ortiz just that little bit flat-footed, no real movement. Opportunity for Sonny to come in with a big attack. Managed to get the sleeves trapped as well, so there was no turning off it for Ortiz.
Yeah.
Happy times for Sonny Akira. Just a little hook there. She actually misses the leg, doesn't she?
Yeah, almost.
Okay, she just catches it a little bit.
Absolutely.
You know, the traditional Oji, the foot stays in there. She just gives it a little knock. The body's moving away from her. But yeah, I go with that.
Absolutely.
Ojigari?
Absolutely. Oh. It was so quick. I thought a second about Okochi, but it's absolutely Ojigari. It was Ortiz's right leg. So okay.
Right, that sound that we hear down at the far end of the competition hall signals the entrance of the athletes for the awarding ceremony in the plus 100 kilo category.
The medals will be presented by the refereeing supervisor of the International Judo Federation and chairman of refereeing committee of All Japan Judo Federation. 国際柔道連盟レフェリースーパーバイザー全日本柔道連盟審判委員会委員長大迫明信様より優勝者にメダルが授与されます。
Osaka Akinobi is presenting the medals, the IJF refereeing supervisor, and the first of the bronze medals goes to Alisher Yusupov of Uzbekistan. He was a likeable chap, wasn't he?
Yeah.
There is a bronze medal also for Kageura Kokoro of Japan. Silver medal goes to Ota Hyoga of Japan. But the gold medal goes to Inao Tasoyev of Russia. And now Tasoyev getting to show off his gold medal. What he wouldn't give for a gold medal in Japan next summer.
Absolutely. No doubt.
Well, we've had Teddy Riner for the last couple of editions, haven't we? I wonder if we're going to get someone else next summer. Now the national anthem of Russia.
Thank you very much. Now, family picture with your recent judoka. 皆様ありがとうございました。引き続きフォトセッションに移ります。
Yeah, I think 4 of the world's top 10 were here in the plus 100 kilo category. The difficulty, however, for Tasoyev would have been having to deal with 4 Japanese in the weight category. Not quite sure how many he ended up fighting along the way, but they were there in the weight category and someone had to deal with them. He dealt with Ota in the final. I think he dealt with him rather well in the end. Interesting to see what his route was. And do that quickly.
A big smile.
この後、78キログラム超級の表彰式が準備が整い次第行ってまいります。どうぞ最後までお付き合いください。ありがとうございます。
Yuri Krakowicki, Kageura Kokoro Kagawa Daika. He beat three of the 4 Japanese. That's the day. What a day Rinal Tasoyev had. Right, we've got a highlights package, and then we'll be back with the awarding ceremony for women in the plus 78 kilo category. We come now to the awarding ceremony for the women in the plus 78 kilo category.
It's for women over 78 kilo. これより女子78キログラム超級表彰式を行います。The medals will be presented by honorary member of the International Judo Federation and advisor of All Japan Judo Federation.
The medals are being presented by the honorary member of the International Judo Federation, Mr. Sato Nobuyuki.
Representing Brazil, Beatriz Souza.
The first of the bronze medals goes to Beatriz Souza of Brazil. There's a bronze medal also for Asahina Sara of Japan. Silver medal goes to Idalis Ortiz of Cuba. The gold medal goes to Sone Akira of Japan.
Prize money and the flowers will be presented by Vice President of All Japan Judo Federation. 続きまして、全日本柔道連盟吉岡剛副会長より賞金目録と花が授与されます。TV Tokyo Trophy will be presented by Senior Managing Director of TV Tokyo Corporation. 見事優勝しました曽根明選手にはテレビ東京賞としてトロフィーが株式会社テレビ東京専務取締役近藤正人様より授与されます。Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Japan.
And now the national anthem of Japan.
Thank you very much. Now, family picture between Miss and Best Judo.
Time for one more family picture, as they like to call them. That's the winning quartet with the VIP presenters. It was Asahina and Souza who took the bronze medals. Ortiz took the silver, and it was Sone to take the gold medal and the last of the medals on this, the third and final day of competition at this year's Osaka Grand Slam. As far as the medal table is concerned, well, Japan topped the medal table with 11 gold medals. There was a gold medal for France, Russia and Georgia. It really was an incredibly powerful performance from the Japanese. Thanks to Federico Vitali, Shimon Mares, Matthias Fischer, and of course to Annette Byrne.
Yes. Thank you, Sheldon.
Enjoyed your company. We'll be back in Qingdao for the Masters in about 3 weeks' time, 2.5 weeks' time, 3 weeks. We look forward to your company then. But from all the broadcast team here in Osaka, it's a very goodbye.
Bye-bye.